Okay, we're back. We're going to go root to 5, 6 to 4. Okay, so if we start on G, we're going to go root to 5 to 6. Sounds like Gene, right? Gene, Gene, the roses are red, or something like that. Okay, and then we're going to go 5 to 2, and then 3, just like that. These are the intervals. We have to know these. So it's very scratchy today. I gotta get tangent with these things. I'm gonna get my guitar with the bow. So what's happening here is I'm pressing the note down and it's making it harder to get the note because it ducks below the other two string levels, and we're almost getting strings 1 and 3. So the lower you play it, maybe the easier it is to get. You see what I'm saying? The lower you play it down here, the easier it is to get, because down here it's been pushed down. The other strings are there. Yeah, you can pluck it. You could. There's your T. So it's root to 5 to 6, and then 5 to 3. Okay, so there's your triad. Alright, so if you see me put the instruments down, it means we got to look at charts. Okay, I want to tell you the reason I made this chart is because we want to know where the chord intervals are. The easiest way to look at that is just to look at a pattern build, a pattern stack. Doesn't matter which pattern stack, as long as it's got enough notes. So the 4-note pattern stack doesn't have the 7/4 tabs on it. These are the caged double. So 7 root 2, 2, 3, 4. You've got all these guys right here. 7 root 2, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got 5, 6, and 6, 7 root. We've got 5, 6, and 6, 7 root. See how they fit together? 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So you can see this is a caged build. It's not, there I go again, over-accenting the word not. It's not a modal build which has the long string shapes, okay, that goes away from the fret nut. Although the short build goes away from the fingerboard nut, the cello nut, okay, which is opposite, obviously. So what we're doing here is see how we're getting used to these big intervals here? We're going to use those big intervals going to this third. So we're going to start on a root. Let's say we start here. I'm just going to start on Mr. Yellow. Okay, I think my bottom string is down. So you can see we get used to these pentatonic, and it's always been that way on guitar. You can always fit a triad to a pentatonic. You can fit a pentatonic to a diatonic. Okay, so this is root 3, 5 right there, a little bit of arpeggio there. Now let's look at from the third. So let's say we do this thing, bum. We go like bum, bum, bum. We're playing this. Oh, I forgot. Don't use the piano today because this thing's somewhere else. Probably. We're in B flat, E flat there, so it's like this. It's 5 root 3. So in B flat it would be okay. So it'd be okay. Yeah, wake up, Andy. The third of E flat is G, so it's don't. All right, before we go back to the pattern, I want to show you this because the pattern is the alternate answer, right? Remember, I used to have the wall, the ladder, the caged ladder, the double caged ladder. That's everything, you know. It's everything. You've got a big patch panel where you can just play anything like that. You learn what those intervals are. So just like when we have an E shape in guitar, we've got a root shape here, root 5-3 right there. Now look, there's an E right there, so that might as well be considered the E shape, but really it's not. It is second inversion. Let's see. Yeah, it's not second inversion. Second inversion is not. Okay, so it's a voice second inversion. It's really root with a double third. But we could call that E shape an E shape because we're looking for shapes here. Now before I go over here and show you the shapes, I want to show you that the 5 goes to the E, D. The 3 goes to the G, E. And the root goes to the C, A. So E, the root is part of the E. We're going to keep that. The 3 is part of the D. We're going to keep that. It's also part of the C, but it's closer to the D. D goes to G right there. We've got the full G. We've got the full E. So remember, D goes to G. That's the 4th. Now in string shapes, remember, string shapes is opposite of the regular intervals. So there's a 5th there. 3 going to 7, that's a 5. But D going to G is a 4. So the string shapes, the cages, are kind of complements of just normal intervals. 5th, 4th, 3rds, all that stuff. Scalar intervals, not chromatic intervals. So here we've got the root. The root is going to go to C, E goes to C, E goes to A. The 4th of E is A. Okay, that kind of thing. And over here, the 5, we've got the C going to E. The 4th shape of C is E on guitar. You got a C shaped C, and you got an F shape, an E shaped F by raising the open E chord 1/2 step to an E shaped F. So the 4th of C is E like that. Okay, and similarly, if you're on that F, you can go down to the C shaped C for its 5th. So you've got two string shapes up here. So the 5 goes to the E, D. The 3 goes to G, E. The root goes to C, A. And then you got what it goes to on the bottom. So you can get a little bit, remember, when you're going from the E shape or the G shape, now the bottom, G goes to D, that's his 5th. Here's a string shape 4th going up, string shape 5th going down. So that'll help you. Let's look at the pattern stack. Okay, we gotta hurry up because I have to get going. There it is. Hey guys, it's been a great lesson. We'll be looking at this chart briefly if we have to refer back to it. We've got the same thing down here, just really quickly, that this forms a half diminished triad. If you go up from the 5th, go down to the 4th from the 6th, you got the half diminished triad. We're out of time. Thanks for watching. It's been a great lesson. Like and subscribe.